Okay, so yesterday CNN announced they say on our papa brother wey dey Gabon, aka Ali Bongo, the former president of Gabon, they say he has been released. The military president announced that Ali Bongo has been released, that he's free to walk around, go anywhere he wants in the country. As a matter of fact, if he decides, oh, I like go abroad, oh, I won't go holiday, or I know where, they say it's also free. So basically, he is a free man totally, according to the news reported by CNN. Let me show you the news. According to CNN, Gabon's ousted leader has been freed and is allowed to travel abroad, the military junta says. The military leaders who staged a coup in Gabon has freed ousted President Ali Bongo Ondimba, and he is now allowed to travel abroad, a junta spokesperson said on Wednesday. Bongo has reportedly been held in his house arrest since the coup in the Central African nation in late August. Given the state of health, the former president of the republic, Ali Bongo Ondimba, is free to move about. He may, if he wishes, travel abroad to receive medical checkups, junta spokesperson Colonel Ulrich Mafombi said on state television, reading a statement from transitional leader General Brice Oligui Nguema. State television also released images showing Bongo greeting Abdul Abari, head of the United Nations Regional Office for Central Africa, at Bongo's residence in the capital, Libreville. The deposed Gabonese leader has been rarely seen since the coup. Shortly after his overthrow, a video surfaced of him appealing to supporters to make noise after military officers placed him on house arrest. The people have arrested me. I'm in the residence. I don't know what is going on, he said in the footage. Bongo, who is 64 years old, suffered a stroke in 2018 and spent months outside Gabon, receiving treatment in Morocco. Questions swirled around his capacity to continue as president, triggering an unsuccessful coup in 2019. He has been in power for 14 years, since succeeding his father, Omar Bongo, in 2009, and sought another term in last month's disputed elections. He was announced winner in the polls, described by the junta as an outrageously biased electoral process. Bongo's father ruled Gabon for more than 4 decades before his death in 2009. Junta leader Nguema, who voided the election, said Bongo's regime had confiscated power for several years in flagrant violations of democratic rules. Nguema was a former bodyguard for Omar Bongo and is said to be his cousin. Each of Bongo's elections since 2009 has been blighted by allegations of electoral fraud. Some sparked violent anti-government protests. Many citizens in this oil-rich but impoverished nation celebrated his ouster and endorsed the military takeover. Now, what next for Ali Bongo? It is not immediately clear if Bongo will leave Gabon following his release by the junta. Earlier this week, Nguema met with the mediators from Central Africa bloc, ECAS, as a possible exit plan for Bongo to Morocco was reportedly discussed, according to French media. If the ousted president leaves, he's likely to go to France, where the Bongo family has a portfolio of luxury real estate. It also has homes in the United States, valued at millions of dollars. So let's get it. Now CNN, they report this one now, so that I know people like say they lie for their head. Gabon is a country of less than 3 million people. Very rich in oil. When I say very rich in oil, they have less than 3 million people, which means because of the amount of oil they have and the small population, everybody in Gabon is supposed to be balling. But Gabon is one of the poorest countries in the world. It is impoverished. Their people are suffering. Meanwhile, the president has a luxurious estate. He has luxurious estates in France and the United States of America. If you know America and Europe very well, you cannot just buy property anyhow without the government knowing. So the government of these countries know that an African president whose country is suffering has estates worth millions of dollars in their country. They kept quiet while the people of Gabon is suffering. I repeat, every time we compare Nigeria with Kuwait or Qatar, and people say, what is their population? I keep saying, the problem of Nigeria is not population. The problem of Africa is not population. It is the greed of the wickedness, greed and wickedness in the hearts of leaders. You're having, let's say, 1 million there. Your people are suffering. You are buying properties in another man's country, taking your country's money to another man's country. Meanwhile, the hear say this is causing. When the president now, they hear say it to hold his side. He get properties for there. That's why I'm suspecting that coup. Because all these abroad countries now, they never talk. They're quiet. It means I say this coup favor the worker. Because normally, if you now favor them, based on the rumor, say the new president get properties for there, therefore they all seize the assets already and call it sanctions. But they left it. No, voila, they don't release them. If they don't release them, they don't release the family too. Because that's the way to that, the way they cry, where they cause him, we make noise. He's saying, no, where a family day. So if they have let him go, then they might have as well let his family go. And they say it's free to live in the country. He can also travel if he wants. I hear say that they discuss how they will move and go Morocco now or France. But there's a high probability that he might want to go to France because he only side for that side. He don't keep some property there. May God help Africa. It is well, this is a welcome development. It shows at least that his life is no longer in danger and not be him that they fight. Now the country they just want to liberate. If they will liberate the country for real, God help them. They have said they are not going to spend so long in power. We are waiting. They have to do an election and hand over back to a democratically elected president that's going to be duly elected by the people of Gabon.